Love them knives here. LTK talking about the expensive knives. I focus on only the finest handmade custom cutlery known to man. Okay, that's a lie. This is a Sitivien here. Sitivien, but this is a David Chen design once again. And, oh baby, it's a Fat Daddy. Fat Daddy. You know they've been doing these Zodiac. I'll put the links to the other Zodiac knives. What's this one? The dog? Dog. Okay, we did the pig, the rat, now the dog. It's the dog. But, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of intriguing, isn't it? Hold on. Come here, Mr. Paper. Okay. Get these on Amazon. Whew, baby, that's a pretty damn good factory edge, actually. Pretty daggone good. 14C28N, the ST157 to you, mister. And you know what? Climb right up on that. Hey, the cutting edge is 1.5 inches. Overall blade length, 4 inches. Okay, never mind. I'm just... Yeah, for those people who hate big choil. 3 3/4. I knew this knife was pretty good size. And then if you're going to follow it out to its... Okay, let's get it under the camera. To this clear, big, kicked up tail thing, it's 8 3/4. It's over that. Probably 8.8, you know? So otherwise it's 8.65, you know, overall length. And yeah, 3 3/4, pretty close at 96 millimeter blade length. What the hell? Okay, Zodiac, see, Chinese Zodiac series. And you can get it in yellow. You can get this thing in this red kind of G10 thing. And then you can get it in a green and or this brown micarta. Okay, so how do you want to do that? I mean, that's up to you. And I know it's wildly expensive. $29.99. Come on, man. I'm going to wait for somebody to bitch and moan. Like 14C in micarta? Damn, 29's a little pricey, don't you think? At 60 to 61 Rockwell, I don't know. I just need to get a Rockwell machine, just punch it when I do my reviews, you know, and then I'd know. I mean, don't you have that? You're like, I want to prove that. But I keep sending knives in for testing, and it keeps costing me money, and they come back with a punch on them, and then I lose 30% of the value. Although something like this, who cares, right? But I think we've tested Sitivien. And what we got? Sandvik, durable. It's durable. And then you can do the G10 as well, which I really kind of am starting to roll back to liking more than this, okay? Okay, whatever. You can look at that. But I'll give you the link to where you can find this on Amazon. She's a fat daddy, though. It is. It's, God. It's, yeah. It's a bunch. Let me get my calipers out here. See, I don't know. They may be hurting themselves. Look, 17.4. Almost 7/10. Okay. That's a bunch. And 0.13. Okay, what do we got? 3.4 millimeter blade thickness. So that's a lot of blade thickness. From, you know, most of them are running 2.8 to 3.0, but on the other hand, this is way disproportionate with the overall thickness. This is a big handful. They could have made this a lot thinner and should have, I think, okay? But then it costs almost nothing, right? $29. How do you get there? How do you get there with 14C and micarta and all that? I don't know. Not in love with the pocket clip. No left hand hook up there, and not sure I'm all up for this here. I guess, you know, they're trying to do the dog thing, so the dog's got the little tail sitting up here, and so they're doing that, but it means very little to me to do that. So no, I wouldn't have done that. I think I would have just opened this up and put a little pin through there, so, and cut, kind of cut the backspacer away a little bit, and then put a little steel pin through there where you could just wrap. That would have been better. Too fat, but it's got a good edge on it. It'll fill your hands. It's really inexpensive. Here's the box. Okay. ST157. Okay. But you know what? It is sharp, and there's no blade play or lock rock. There's your lockup. That's pretty decent. That's 30%. It's centered. Not getting any play. There's the detent, which I was trying to fail it. I can fail it. Okay. But it's reasonable enough. It's not too light. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So when you got to go to this to get it to kick open, you got plenty of detent. Okay. So no, and it's drop shutty. It's over the detent ball pretty quick, and when that thing hits you in the thumb, it's over. So, this is pretty intuitive as far as fidget factor goes, one-handed. Okay. And ergos, I've seen them better. I'm kind of squeezing this, and then this is kind of left out to play. It's okay. It's not the best. This is better, actually, and maybe this is more the intended path, right? And definitely you got plenty of jimping up and down here, so maybe that's what you're doing, right? Maybe that's what you're doing, okay? Yeah, because this feels more natural, actually, like this, than backing it all up and sitting way back here. You know what I'm saying? So you decide if you get one. But for the price, it's really inexpensive. I'm just not that thrilled with the micarta myself. I mean, it's like a burlap micarta, so it's supposed to be like this. I get it, etc., etc. And if you want it all darkened down like it is here, just dip it in food grade mineral oil and let it soak, and you can do that. I even sprayed WD-40 on here, and it darkened it down and stuff before on other knives, so I don't know if that's advisable or not, but I've done it. So over time, of course, your skin oils and stuff will saturate in here and darken it down a little bit on its own. But yes, maybe if you're working it with gloves and stuff, and you want a full handful, you really want good purchase on it, this will definitely fill your hand. The only problem I have is, see this pocket clip with this stanchion here, and then it says screw, and then you got the clip, and then you got these two little pieces, right? I'm not digging that. I don't think that's a good look, and it's definitely not a good feel, and I'm getting a little bit of hot spot here with this in, where's it hitting me? Right there, and I don't know. It's not feeling good, so it's a bit of a hot spot there. And I guess we can pick it apart a little bit, but then this is not a $150 knife either, so if you had gloves on, would it really bother you? Probably not. Okay, with bare hands over time, that's gonna start to, get to you a bit. Okay, but then you can work your way around this blade here, and if you're gonna get up, like this, then it's not so significant. It's kind of hitting in a crease where I'm not feeling it so much. So just depends on how you're using it. But if you're doing some heavy cutting tasks, and you could use this knife for some pretty heavy stuff, and who cares, right? I mean, it's probably going to hold up okay, etc., etc. But I'm just saying, pocket clip, do not like. The overall fatness I do not like. And I think it's a little bit heavy. So, but Sitivien, they make some elegant, like titanium M390 knives and other knives. But these are kind of the basic, you know, Zodiac series they've been doing recently. 156 grams. And let me see what we got for ounces. 5.5. Okay, it's not embarrassingly a lot, especially since it's like almost 8 3/4 inch overall length. So no, I mean, no, it's not overly heavy. And maybe the micarta is saving it a bit, you know, because that's not terribly heavy stuff. But, you know, it doesn't have nested liners, so they're pretty stout there, okay? But yeah, here it is. Love it or leave it, and you may want to leave it. I don't know. But actually, as opposed to the pig and the rat, which are smaller knives, but they're still fat, this one at least gives you length. And I do like the design. I think the design looks pretty decent. I would just wish it was like thinner. And I don't know if the G10 model is as fat as this. But I think they got plenty of thickness in here, like way too much actually. And what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let me see how much stuff we really need to take this apart. Okay. And which way do we go with it? And I don't know. This ain't moving, so we're not going to try too hard on that. Okay, we busted that. I think they got a captured pivot in here from what I can feel. And no, I think that's a number 6 on the body. Yep, sure is. And then we got to do this fun thing with the pocket clip, which is not a fun thing, actually. I'm being facetious. Because I don't like, but you know, that's going to be screwed into the, and those are the same. Okay, it's going to be screwed into the liner, so we are going to be obligated to remove that. And look at that. I mean, yeah, see, I'm not digging that. It's just extra for no reason, I think. Okay, let's get you out of here. See, and then you got the tubes. You got the tubes. See, the tubes, then the screws. Okay. And then the clip itself. So that's a lot of parts, okay? Just saying, that's a lot of parts. Not real big on that. The tubes and the big long screws with this. And oh, here we go, these little, this had a little thing in here too. Okay, so that's what they were doing here as well. With this. What were these both in here? Yeah, they were. So then you got these little collars in here as well. Oh my God. So you got these little, God. No, just say no. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's pull this off. A full liner, not skeletonized, but it's the lock part. So yeah, I think you could be excused for that. And ceramic detemp ball. So for 29 bucks, and these are ceramic bearings as well. So you're good there. Kick them off, kick them off. There's your bearings. Those are good. Got some kind of heavy lube grease type thing, and I've seen this kind of, you know, the heavier, like a white lithium grease almost. And there's some people who really like this kind of lube, and I don't tend to prefer it, but there she be. And that skeletonized liner, where does this pop out? And so what do we got? A little nylon piece there. And then, of course, we do have a squared off, which means we do have Must be on this liner here. Yeah, it's squared off here. So yeah, it's a captured pivot in that regard. The dog. The dog. Okay, our Zodiac dog, whatever the hell it is. And it is. She's a big dog, that's for sure. That's for sure. 14C, micarta. Come on, man. 29 bucks. But we do. We love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.